Our top story here today, Israel is accusing Hamas of a serious violation of the Gaza ceasefire this morning. After the group handed over 4 bodies yesterday, Israeli forensic reports say one of them is not that of Shiri Bibas as claimed. The 38-year-old mother was taken captive on October the 7th. Her remains were due to be handed back yesterday, but Israel says they have instead received an anonymous body without identification. The remains of her 2 sons, 4-year-old Ariel and 9-month-old Kfir, were handed back yesterday. They were also kidnapped by Hamas from the Niz Or kibbutz, along with their mother. Hamas claimed that they'd been killed in an Israeli airstrike in November 2023, but Israel says that its forensic testing has concluded the pair were instead murdered by Hamas. Well, the accusations will only add to the anger around the release of those 3 bodies and that of 83-year-old journalist and peace activist Oded Lifshitz, who was also handed over yesterday. Images of Hamas militants carrying the coffins of the hostages have sparked outrage across Israel and beyond. Well, in a statement, the Israel Defense Forces said this is a very serious violation by the Hamas terrorist organisation, which is required by the agreement to return 4 dead abductees. We demand that Hamas return Shiri home along with all of our abductees. Well, within the next hour, we'll have more on this from Sky's international correspondent Diana Magnay, who'll be joining us from Jerusalem. Meanwhile, there have been a series of explosions on buses in Israel and what police say appears to be a militant attack. The 3 explosions took place in 2 locations near Tel Aviv, and there have been no reports of injuries. Bomb disposal units were called to defuse unexploded devices, with police saying that explosives match those used in the West Bank. In a statement, Defence Minister Israel Katz said in the light of the severe terrorist attacks attempts in the Gush Dan area by Palestinian terror organisations against the civilian population in Israel, I've instructed the IDF to intensify counter-terrorism operations in the Tulkarem refugee camp and throughout refugee camps in the West Bank. We will pursue the terrorists relentlessly and destroy the terror infrastructure in the camps, which serve as a forward base for the Iranian axis of evil. Residents who provide shelter and protection to terrorists will pay a heavy price. And as I say, we'll get plenty more from Jerusalem later on in the programme.